Hi everybody, this is Tracy with Totally Trace. It's Wednesday, 5:30 Eastern Time, so I am here to demonstrate a card for you. In all transparency, today was rainy day dismissal at school, and we had really bad thunder and lightning in the area, so we're not allowed to actually dismiss anybody unless we're dismissing them directly to a car that's undercover. So I just walked into the door from work, so I have nothing in mind for what I'm creating today. So this could mean I make a great card, I make a terrible card. Hopefully, if nothing else, I will at least be entertaining in this. Like if I make a terrible card, hopefully we can all laugh at it. So I have been using the fall theme all month, so I'm going to use Amber Autumn, and that's about all I know I'm going to do. And I definitely want to use this acorn. And so I'm going to get started on just a slight idea that I have. So it looks like I'm missing a large block. Okay. I stamped this acorn on vanilla with crumb cake the other day as just like an inside of a card, and I thought, okay, I definitely need to make this as a background. So that's where I'm going to start. So I'm just going to cover this paper with this. Now this is a rubber stamp, so hopefully I don't catch any edges here. I'm just going to kind of start in the middle and then go random anywhere. Like, look how pretty that is. I mean, I could just make that a card front. Let's see here. And this corner's looking a little weak, so I'll just add a little something there. All right. Okay, so that's my base. Now I got to figure out how am I going to jazz this up. So what I've done is I pulled out my Autumn Toile paper that I've left over. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. And then I've pulled out some just kind of fall colored cardstock. So I just kind of want to see. I feel like that's kind of bland, so I'm not going to use crumb cake. Mossy Meadow. All right, I'm kind of liking that, so that's a maybe. Garden Green. No, I don't feel like that reads fall. Okay, and then I've got one more, Pecan Pie. Okay, I kind of like that. So let's go between Pecan Pie and Mossy Meadow. I do like that combination. And if you're watching, so like I see Brenda's here, feel free to pipe in. I don't know, I love them both. I'm wondering if maybe I could make a frame with them. All right, I'm going to start with Mossy Meadow. If you're joining me, I come live every Wednesday at 5:30, but I usually have a plan. I usually get home from work around 4:45, and I've got 45 minutes to kind of clean up, think about what I want to do. And today I just walked in the door. So you're kind of watching the design process as it's happening. All right, so I'm just doing a regular card base. So 5.5 by 8.5, and then I scored it at 4 1/4, and this was just 4 by 5 1/4. All right, and then of course we've got this trim, which I love. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do now is let me get some scrap vanilla, and I think I'm gonna stamp one of those again. Let's see, and then color it. Kyla Rain. And then I think I forgot to mention this yesterday. So every Tuesday I'm live with what's happening with Stampin' Up! And my card classes. I think I might have forgotten to say that they're Stampin' Up's doing a one-day sale. So for tomorrow only, all stamps and stamping tools, which I don't know exactly what that means. When I log in tomorrow, I'll be able to see what's, and if you log in tomorrow and go on the site, you'll be able to see exactly what's on sale. I would imagine like the blocks would be part of that. I'm not sure what else. All right, let's see. I pulled out Mossy Meadow. So they're all 15% off, 24 hours tomorrow only. So work on your wish list, get an order in. I don't know how I forgot to say that. Like, that's probably the most exciting news. Although, I don't know, that advent calendar. If you didn't watch my live yesterday, or you don't know about that, go watch the replay. I'm so excited about a crafting advent calendar. It's not something you're making, it's something you're purchasing, and then it's like a gift to yourself. Everything, you'll open each day, the 12 days of Christmas, and there'll be a little gift inside for you that's crafting related. All right, I think these leaves are definitely going to need some work. That was probably my fault. I probably should have stamped this in a darker color. But I'll go in with a darker blend and we'll see how it looks. Hi, Andrea, maybe Andrea. That's a name I haven't seen. I'm thinking you might be a first-time watcher, so thanks. Welcome back, Teresa. All right, let me just add some shading. Let's get this leaf back as a leaf. And I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but basically I'm just tracing the lines. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm liking how this is turning out. All right, so what I'm gonna do is let's try this again. I love it when it's not colored. When it's colored, I'm not digging the crumb cake. So let's try, this is early espresso. Oh, but now I'm not liking how my acorn turned out. There we go. And I think I might switch to Old Olive. Maybe these are just too dark. Oh yeah, that's looking better already. I get comments all the time about my videos. You make it look so easy, but see, this is the part you normally don't see because I have it in my mind. I've kind of played with some things when I make my videos. So today you're seeing it really is work behind the scenes. All right, if you're watching, have you signed up for World Card Making Day? Free event by Stampin' Up! And they give a free gift to everybody that registers. So it's free, but you do have to register to get the link to watch it. And then they're going to use, gosh, I wish I could remember the name of the kit. It's one of the September kits, not the Christmas one with the truck. It's the other one. They're going to use that kit. But of course, even if you don't have that kit, it's always fun to watch. All right, I'm definitely liking this better than the other one. And now let's pull out some pecan pie. I'm going to start with the light. I'm just going to shade these acorns. I'm just gonna leave a little bit not shaded. And then we'll go in with a little bit darker. Get that stem. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to cut this out. So in the bundle, you have this, and it just lays perfectly on there. So I'm going to use my embossing machine. Cut that out real quick. All right, let's see how this looks. All right, so what do you think? Do I need a circle shape behind it, something to offset it? I'm thinking that I do. And let's see, I don't know if any of these are neutral enough for it. That would be nice, but I don't want to use that one because I don't want to lose the other side of that paper. So let's do, I wonder if this is where I bring in the pecan pie. Let's see how that looks. All right. My favorite dies that I use more than anything else. Oh, nope, we're gonna go bigger. And then, so I'm just gonna kind of design up from here. I'm thinking I might use this ribbon in there some way. And then these, we do have the leaf, and I have some of these cut. Oh, that's pretty. Yep, let's use some of that. And then, so funny story, my husband's been helping me make the kits because you guys have been buying them so much, which I appreciate and I love, but the die cutting is a task. And so he's been helping me with that. So this weekend I had him cut 20 of everything. And he cut 20 of these. And I needed them in pecan pie, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that I told him the wrong thing. So now I have 20 extra of these, and I just cut the other ones myself. So I might try and find a way to use that too. I'm sorry, I'm looking at comments. Hi, Margot. Welcome. I don't recognize that name either. So maybe another first-time watcher? All right, so I think we're going this, but now that I'm seeing it, I think I might want this in pecan pie. Or I'm sorry, not pecan pie, but crumb cake. Ooh, and look, I even have a scrap wood. I'm going to try that. Okay, I'm running this through. So when I don't have time to actually design in advance, I like how I'm just using all my scraps that I have. All right, so this is that, I think it's called birchwood embossing folder. It came out last year, I want to say. So let's see how this is looking. Get out of there. Okay. Oh, we'll need a sentiment too. Wondering if I can cut this. By the way, this is when I was making the kits, everybody gets 3 feet of this ribbon, and this was the last piece that was off of it. So again, using another scrap. I try not to waste anything. So I wonder if this can just kind of lay in here. And now I'm just gonna layer up. Let's cut this in half and see. I don't know, this might not make the cut. Kind of feel like I like these in here. Maybe that behind. What do you think? Is it worth putting these in here? let me add a sentiment and see. I feel like it's a little unbalanced right now. I'm going to use the Grateful for You just because I like how it's thin, and I'll be able to kind of position that around. Get a scrap vanilla out. That will probably be. And I'm going to go, let's go with early espresso again. Make sure I didn't catch an edge there. It looks like I might be all right. Let's see, not the straightest, so I'm going to cut this just a little bit closer to make it look a little more straight. One of the reasons I am thankful that Stampin' Up! Is doing away with the rubber stamps, because my clear ones always come out perfectly straight. All right. Okay, how are we thinking this is looking? Okay, let me get some of this glued down because it's starting to get where I can't see what I'm doing. And then I know I want that there, so we'll pop this up. I'm just looking. I don't know if you can see, but I did miss a little bit of that acorn, so that's where we're going. And nobody will know. All right, now let me start playing. Okay, that's where that ribbon needs to be. That's making the biggest difference. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and glue that down. Okay, and so that'll be there somewhere. And I really like the Grateful for You. Thought I'd like it there, but now that the ribbon's there, I'm not sure. Oh, nope, it doesn't need to be up there. Okay, I think I still do want it somewhere layering there. And then the leaves. Gosh, I just love this paper. I think I've been calling it foil paper, and I looked up the name the other day, and it's not actually foil paper. Okay, I think I like them both going that way, and I'm thinking this is not making the cut. I haven't heard from any of you. Nope, I don't think I like that. All right, so I'm going to start putting this down. It is earthen something. Maybe it's just specialty paper. I don't remember. All right, so let's see if that's gonna go there. Put this around here. And then just to give that a little bit more stability, oh, look at that. We don't want it on that side. Come on. Put it over on that side. And then one towards the bottom. Oh, hi, Monica. I feel like you're a new name to me too. Welcome. I'm feeling like this is not my best showing for new people. I say that, and then sometimes it's these cards that I end up loving the most. So I like to give it a day. Tomorrow I'll wake up and look at it and be like, oh yeah, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Sometimes they end up being my favorite cards. All right, I'm just going to cut a little bit off here because this is such a thin piece. Oh, I see Carrie's popped in. Hi, Carrie. All right. So like I said, running really late today, so I didn't have any time to plan or prep. So this is truly on the fly. I knew I loved this stamp from the Amber Autumn with crumb cake on vanilla. So I wanted to make that as a background stamp. And really, I'm just going to try and slide that way. Really, these, I think it's these leaves. Those look good in anything. Oh, hi, Anne. Glad to see you again. All right, so let's see what's coming up now. Next week, I am live on Wednesday. I will be making the Gathered Together kits. I sent out the next round this morning. They went out in the mail. So the majority of you will have it before I go live. Unless, of course, you still want to order it. It's not too late. You can catch the replay on my YouTube channel or here on Facebook. And we'll be making these 5 cards. Even if you don't have the kit, I would love for you to join me, get some inspiration, make your own versions of these cards. We'll be doing the gatefolds. So we'll be making these 5 cards next Wednesday, so I hope you can join me then. If you like this card, I would love the feedback. So leave me a comment, give me a like or a heart. Like I said, it's on the fly, so I always can't tell in the moment if I like it or not. So I like to hear your thoughts. I will hopefully see you next Wednesday.